Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It is Wednesday, November 12th, and I am out for my walk. I'm using my phone today to record this video because my super cool little vlog camera, if you notice in a lot of my videos where I vlog with that camera, there's a little dark shadowy spot, and a lot of times it's right over my face because I'm usually in the center, and so it was like right in the center. And I thought it was the lens, clean the lens. No, I think it's something with a pixel or something. So I had to send it back yesterday, and they're sending me another one, and that should be here tomorrow. So I will be just using my trusty old phone today to film this video. I got quite a few little things to do today. This morning I have a couple of coaching calls that I have to do with clients. And then I'm getting my hair cut and my nails done at 1:30 today. So I'm excited about that. I found the best little hairdresser, and she does everything. She does the hair, she does nails, she does eyelashes. She's an instructor for the state of Michigan for eyelashes. She does the eyebrow microblading that I get done. I haven't had her do my brows yet, but I'm so glad I found her. So I am going to go do that today, and then I have some other things that I'm going to do while I'm out there. It's about a 35-minute ride. And I go out there, I go to Aldi, I go to Meijer, the cute little thrift store that I like to go to. I might go in there and look around. And I'm going to take you with me today and vlog my day with you. So today I'm going to be sharing throughout the day weight loss tips, things that have helped me and are still helping me, because I'm not there yet. I haven't arrived yet. They have helped me personally to lose weight. What works for me may not work for you. I just have to share that because, everybody's different, but maybe you can implement some of the things that I do and you can have some success too. So when I first started eating this way 4 years ago, I didn't start this for weight loss. I wanted to lose weight. I needed to lose weight, but that wasn't my main concern at that time. I was sick. I had a lot of things going on. I had debilitating migraines. And when I tell people, I had migraines, like, they don't know. They don't know how bad these migraines were. They were traumatizing, okay? I get people that ask me, how have you not cheated in 4 years? How do you do this? Well, I was traumatized by those migraines. And what I did with my diet made those migraines go away. And I don't ever want to experience one of those again. That's how I don't cheat, because I think about those migraines that I used to have. I also had autoimmune issues. I was testing positive for lupus. 4 different blood tests that I had said that I was positive for lupus. I was also told by my rheumatologist at the time that she suspected I had rheumatoid arthritis too. So eating this way at first was for healing, and I did receive healing, and I'm so thankful for that. I've switched hands. Now that all that stuff is taken care of, I have weight loss goals, and so that has become my focus now. I'm going to just share with you throughout this whole vlog video, all the way till when I go to bed at night, what I have found has helped me and still helping me. Like I said, I'm not there yet. I'm going to share my weight loss tips, my personal weight loss tips, okay? So the first weight loss tip, exercise. I have never been a person that loves exercise. Some people in my life that love exercise. They love going to the gym. They love running, lifting weights. They love all of it, and they have a drive to do that, right? Well, I've never been that type of person. Like, I just have never, that's the last thing I want to do, right? And the first maybe 3.5 years of doing this way of eating, I didn't exercise very much at all. First of all, in the very beginning, I was in so much pain that I didn't exercise. I just watched what I ate. And I was able to heal, and I was able to shed some weight, and I was able to feel better. Absolutely can do that without exercise, okay? But I found out very quickly as I started getting closer to my goal weight and all that stuff, that diet will only take you so far. And sometimes in the beginning, if you're like me and you had a lot of things wrong with your body and you're just eating for healing and you're not even thinking about exercise, you don't need to do that right away. You just need to eliminate some different foods. And I'm going to talk about that later on, another weight loss tip. But if you really want to get down to a goal weight, an ideal weight, a normal weight, whatever you want to call it, you at some point are going to have to start exercising. Now for me, I started walking, which I'm surprisingly enjoying very much now. I didn't like it in the very beginning. I did it grudgingly, like, man, I got to get out and get these steps in. But eventually I started looking forward to getting out and getting those steps in every morning. Walking has a lot of health benefits. Walking will help you to get stronger, gain stamina, gain energy, lose weight. You can lose weight just from walking. I do believe that over time we need to increase our walking as well. We need to go further and further and just keep increasing those steps because our bodies get used to the workouts that we're doing and it becomes easy for our body. After a while, you will start to just maintain. So you have to challenge your body to do more so that you'll keep progressing. After a while of walking, I started lifting weights, doing weight resistance. And I only do that a few times a week. I'm thinking about bumping it up to some more days. But right now I'm just doing it a few days a week and I'm feeling stronger. And when you build muscle, it helps to burn fat. Exercise is my first weight loss tip of the day. Not the first thing, but because I started my day out with exercise, I thought I would bring that in as the first thing. These are going to be in no certain order. So I'm going to go ahead and walk, and I'll be back in a little bit to tell you my other tips. I'll see you soon. I just got back from a walk outside, and it is cold. It is 27 degrees. So I wanted to show you some performance leggings that I'm wearing right now. I actually have 3 pair of leggings that I want to show you. These have become my favorite leggings. I now own 8 pair of the Iuga leggings. I've pretty much gotten rid of all my other leggings. These are all you need. The pair that I'm wearing right now are perfect for outside walking in the cold. These are called Heat Lab waterproof fleece lined leggings. Drawstring, high waist, which is very important to me. These do not ride down when you are doing any kind of squatting down, bending, or anything like that. They have pockets on the sides where you can stick your phone or your keys when you're out walking. When I first read waterproof, I was like, how's that gonna feel? Because you think waterproof, you think something like, for me, I think something stiff and uncomfortable. These are fleece lined, they're thick material, but they're still buttery soft. And you can bend and move in them, and honestly, they don't ride down at all. That is what I like the best because I've had leggings before where I'm always hiking them up like this, and I don't like that. So these stay put. All the leggings that I have no seam right here in the front that goes up the belly. It helps with modesty in this area. There's no like cutting in any areas, and I really like that. So since I'm showing you these, I have 2 more pair that I'm gonna show you. The color is amazing. It is called Climb Blue. I'm gonna put those on next. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you the black ones that I just had on. The waist on these and the stretchability of these. These give a lot of support in the tummy area, and that's where I need it, because of weight loss. These really do have a great amount of support. These are the Power Tight Scrunch leggings. They sculpt and smooth, and they are very supportive, especially in the stomach area and in this area back here, the hips, the thigh area. If you are like me and you have had a considerable amount of weight loss, I know that I can be self-conscious in leggings that do not have a hold. These definitely are supportive and have a great amount of hold. These also have side pockets that you can slide your phone or your keys down in. I love the color of these. This is called Climb Blue, and they don't have a seam in the front either. They are high-waisted. These are so sharp. I love these. So this is my undershirt. It's a fleece lined shirt that I wear as I'm out walking to keep myself warm. But typically with leggings like these, I like to wear an oversized hoodie that kind of comes down and it's baggy. I like that look of having a baggier up on the top and tighter on the bottom. The pair that I'm gonna show you right now are called the Scrunch Butt. And they have gentle compression. They support you through all the areas that are important where you need that support with gentle compression. These are very soft though. They feel very luxurious. So these are in navy blue. They also have the side pockets. They do sell some leggings that don't have the pockets on the sides if that's something that you're looking for. I like to have the pockets because I usually wear these when I'm out doing my walking or running errands or that kind of thing. And I want to have a place where I can shove my phone or my keys. So these also are high-waisted and the logo is in the back here. Very supportive in the areas where you need them the most, ladies. So Iuga is having a massive Black Friday sale. A lot of their leggings are gonna be under $20. You're not gonna believe the quality of these leggings when you get them and you know that you saved and got them for under $20 a pair. Even when you pay full price for these, they're not super pricey for what you get. They're very nice quality. So I just wanted to take a minute and show you my leggings. I love them. They're my favorite now. Like I said, I have 8 pair, and the fleece lined ones, I think I have 3 pair of the fleece lined. 1 pair has like a boot cut with a drawstring at the bottom so you can pull them tight so that there's no air getting up in there, but it has like a little balloon look at the end of the leg if you don't like the super tight fit around the ankle. They have a lot of great options and they have a lot of great colors. So go check them out and shop with my special code LOWCARB25 and you will be able to save a good amount of money on some leggings. And also these are a great gift idea for your daughters, your daughter-in-laws, your sisters, your aunts, your grandmas, everybody. So, all right, I'll see you in just a little bit. Just finished a latte. It was so good, you all. I love my espresso machine. Had some macadamia nut milk that I frothed up and put in here. The guys are here. We're getting ready to make some breakfast. And then I'm gonna go off to my hair appointment. So weight loss number 2. Sorry, my washing machine's going in the background. When you start eating for the day, whether it's right when you first wake up in the morning or an hour or 2 after, or you do intermittent fasting and you don't eat until noon. However you do it, it's fine. But when you start eating your first meal, it should be a meal. I might step on some toes here, but a protein bar for breakfast or a little yogurt cup for breakfast doesn't cut it. You need to make sure that you are eating a big, full meal for your first meal as consistently as you can. I know that some days you're running out the door and you have to grab something. I understand that, but I'm talking about most days. You should start your day with a big meal that has at least 30 grams of protein. And a protein bar that has 30 grams of protein is not going to carry you like a breakfast or like a meal that has 30 grams of protein coming from real whole foods. So that is my weight loss tip number 2. Make sure that you start your day of eating with a protein dominant meal. I know I start my day with eggs, but eggs satiate me and they keep me full for hours. You can start with a couple of hamburger patties. It doesn't matter. But starting your day with 30 grams or more of protein that comes from whole foods is really a good weight loss tip. You won't have snacking on your mind. You won't think of food. You will just be satisfied. We're getting ready to make one of those meals and I'm gonna show you what mine looks like in a minute. This is my breakfast, 3 scrambled eggs in butter with salt. I have 2 slices of ham and 3 slices of bacon that I air fried in my air fryer. And this totals up to 35 grams of protein. So I'm starting my day with a protein dominant breakfast. And this is gonna help me today. I'm getting ready to, after I eat, I have 2 coaching calls that I have to do, and then I'm gonna go and get my hair done. This is gonna help me and carry me through that few hours that I've got things to do. So I'm gonna eat this and do my calls. and I'll check in with you in a little bit. Start your day with a protein-packed breakfast. On my way to town to get my hair cut. I have about a 35-minute drive, so I thought this would be a perfect time to talk about another couple of weight loss tips. Reducing the amount of calories that you are eating. You want to be in a calorie deficit. Calories do matter, in my opinion, despite what a lot of things that are talked about out there. Right now I'm doing tracking. Anything that I eat or drink is being weighed, measured, and tracked in my Carb Manager app. And I'm doing that because you don't keep track of your calories in some way. How else do you know if you're eating too many calories? I also keep track of my carbs. I keep my carbs low. I think that low carb is the best for my body. I also keep track of my protein. I prioritize protein in every meal. I think protein should be our goal when we're eating. It should be what is the most important subject on our plate, right? I also think, personally, for myself, I have found that eating too much fat can be a hindering thing to weight loss. I'm trying to, for instance, burn some body fat that I have left on my body. I'm keeping track of the amount of fat that I'm eating every day. I'm keeping it in check because I want my body to burn my own body fat, not the dietary fat that I'm eating, okay? I do eat fat, but I have just lowered the amount down. So reducing your calories, keeping account of everything, keeping everything in check to see how you're doing. I think that it's super important when you're in a weight loss session in your life. I think that it's super important to track all of the foods that you are eating until you achieve your goals. So how do you reduce your calories? One thing that I have found to be effective is to limit snacking. I do enjoy snacks. I like to have my protein ice cream. I like to have some yogurt with some protein powder. I make sure that my snacks are lower in fat, very low in carbs, low in calories, and full of protein. Having multiple snacks throughout the day can very easily make you go over in your calories 300, 400, even 500 calories a day extra in just having some snacks. So that's why I stress that it is super important to have a big meal that's protein dominant, that will keep you full and satisfied for hours so that you don't have that need to snack. Another thing that can cause extra calories that you don't think much about, that is drinks. What are you adding to your beverages? Now for me, coffee is my preferred beverage, and I like to have some cream in my coffee, but there was a time when I was just dumping right from the bottle cream in my coffee without measuring it, and now I'm more conscientious and I actually measure out. I look at the container to see all the macros, the calories, the serving size, the calories, the amount of fat that's in there, and I actually measure it out in a tablespoon. I think that our calories should mostly be coming from whole foods that we eat that can keep us satisfied and help us to stay full a lot longer than having them in a liquid beverage. Just tracking and being more aware of the snacks and the drinks that you are drinking. How many calories and how much fat are you having in those things that can really add up by the end of the day? Nuts are another thing. I didn't have that in mind, but I am going to throw that in here. Nuts can add up very quickly in calories. If you look at the actual serving size on nuts and you actually measure it out, it's a very small amount. Nuts should not be used as a snack or something that is going to satisfy hunger. Nuts should be used as a garnish that can add to your dish, that can make it more enjoyable, but it's just a small amount. Like the walnuts that I have in my porridge, I measure them out and I just make sure that I am having the serving size and not overkill on the nuts, because that can really add up in the calories. So it's starting to really pour down rain, and I just want to really pay attention as I'm driving. And I'll be back later to share another weight loss tip with you. So I'm going to just stop filming now and drive. I'll see you soon. An hour early for my hair appointment. I am outside of a little thrift store here that I want to go in and look around. But first I'm going to share another weight loss tip with you. And that is something that I think is super important if you want to lose weight. That is cutting out sugar and ultra processed foods. I think that going back to a whole food diet is the way that God intended for us to eat. He created our bodies, and he also created food, animals and vegetables and fruits. He put things here up on the earth for us to eat, to nourish our bodies. And I think that over time, man has come in and messed everything up. Just adding in so many ultra processed foods, sugars, things that should not be going into our bodies. Our bodies are not made to process chemicals and a lot of man-made foods. That's why I think a lot of us get sick, and I think that's why a lot of us gain weight, is because we are eating sugary foods that are refined, like pastas and breads and cookies and pastries and pies and cakes. I know. A lot of people are probably getting really agitated with me right now, but it's the truth. There are things that we should not be putting into our bodies because they are going to cause us to get sick. And so limiting those kind of foods and going back to a more whole food diet, whether you want to be carnivore and eat just meat, or if you want to be keto and eat meat and vegetables, or if you want to be paleo and eat meat and vegetables and fruit, you choose what works best for you. But the best foods for our bodies are whole one ingredient foods when it comes down to it. That is another weight loss tip. Go back to a whole food diet and get rid of all the processed packaged foods that have all kinds of ingredients in them that you cannot pronounce. Our bodies were not designed to function on those kinds of foods. Our bodies were designed to eat on whole foods that God gave us here on the earth to eat. So start eliminating processed packaged foods and start eating whole one ingredient foods, and watch your body change. Watch it change. I think for me, my joint pain was from all of the chemicals in the food, the processed foods, the seed oils. Those are processed. They're highly processed. And that's how I got all that inflammation in my body. And I think the sugar and the grains and all the things that have been tampered with by man over the years caused my migraines and caused me to have all of these health issues. And once I eliminated all those foods and started eating whole, one ingredient, God-given foods, that's when the healing came. That's when weight loss came. So that's another tip, to cut out sugar and ultra-processed foods. Now, do I eat packaged foods? Yes. I eat cheese. I eat Egg Life wraps. I eat beef sticks. I eat certain foods that do come in packages that have gone through a process. But they're limited in ingredients, and the ingredients are things that I can pronounce. I know what they are. And that comes from a lot of research and learning for yourself, looking things up and learning what is real food and what is not. And I think once we get back to a whole food diet, that is what our body is going to do the best on. So I'm going to go in the thrift store here and look around and see what I can see. I'm looking for a couple of things in particular, and maybe I'll show you around. It's really small in there. And if there's a lot of people in there, I'm not going to film, but I'll see you in a little bit. This is the upper level. I'm gonna look around and see what I can see.
Did you see these? Oh, Estelle has these pants. Did you see these? Or are they too small? Too small. For Julia? Yeah, I think so. In the length. I mean, she's got an eyes problem when it comes to the legs.
I do not want to be trading with you just so you can go on the food. Yeah. And she don't have it.
All right, so I went all through the store and I found one thing, not what I was looking for, but I'm getting very selective with picking up things from thrift stores. I used to be a reseller and I would thrift quite a bit and I would pick up so many things to resell. Lately, I've been really working on decluttering and getting rid of things. And so I'm very selective when I go to thrift stores now. Like I see things that I would like, oh, that's pretty. But before I used to be like, I'm just gonna get that. And now I really think twice about it. But the only thing I got today was a Simon Says game. I thought this would be fun for my grandkids. When they come up, we like to play games a lot. So I got that. My hair appointment is in 15 minutes. So it's actually right down the road here. It's only a few doors down. So I'm gonna go over there and get ready for my hair appointment. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so I got my hair done. I love it. I love it so much. Did a great job. We're working on growing this piece out right here. So it's a little off, but I'm growing out my bangs, but it's beautiful. I love it. And I got this color on my nails. I forget what color. She told me what color it was, but I forgot. It is a purple glittery color. So it's 3 o'clock and I'm gonna go to Meijer, which is right down the road here, and grab some cottage cheese and some lettuce and a few little other odds and ends. And then I'm gonna head back home. Oh, I'm also going to grab a rotisserie chicken because by the time I get home, it's gonna be dinner time. So we're doing rotisserie chicken for dinner tonight. So, all right, I'll be back. Love my haircut. Just got done eating dinner and I wanted to tell you about my dinner. I wasn't able to record it because we were all talking and stuff in there at dinner time. So we had rotisserie chicken for dinner. I had a chicken breast. I had a little bit of green beans that our friend canned from his fresh homegrown green beans. I had some cottage cheese because I wanted to boost my protein intake. I had a green leaf salad with cucumbers and some cherry tomatoes. And I also put half of a boiled egg on my salad just to have an extra little bit of protein there. And I had some blue cheese on the salad and some of my homemade ranch dressing. And it was delicious. I did not finish the entire dinner. I ate my chicken, I ate my cottage cheese, I ate most of my salad and most of the green beans. So my focus when I'm eating is to eat as much protein as I can get in a meal. And then I just kind of use all the other stuff as a filler. And so I wanted to make sure I finished my chicken and cottage cheese. Well, I'm stuffed. It's 5:15 and I don't plan on having anything else to eat tonight. I wanted to talk to you about my last 2 weight loss tips, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. The first one is learning how to manage your stress. Stress can cause weight gain. It can cause you to eat more. Some people eat a lot more when they're stressed. Overall, stress needs to be managed as best as you can. That is something that each individual has to do some research to see what they can do to manage their stress. Everybody's got different kinds of stress. You might be a caregiver. You might be someone who has a stressful job. You might be someone who has a family member with illness. You know, there's a lot of different things that can cause us to be stressed out. That's just something that each individual needs to learn how to do, is managing your stress. Last thing that I have here is making sure that you prioritize your sleep and you get a good night's sleep. It's good to have a bedtime routine to start winding yourself down so that you can get ready for bed. It's something that's just like managing stress. Each person has to develop their own routine and do whatever it takes to get a good night's sleep. Now, I have noticed since I have upped my exercise in the mornings and I am moving more throughout the day and I'm burning calories and, you know, staying active all day long, I sleep way better at night. Once you get your diet right, you're exercising, and you're doing all those things, they start working all together. So I just wanted to share some of those tips with you today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video for the night, and I am going to just relax and start my winding down and, you know, bedtime routine for the night. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great night. God bless.